of piracy.
Oh, yeah.
BitTorrent accounted for a third of all internet traffic.
Wow.
LimeWire had
That's
more
insane.
monthly users than Facebook, and the Pirate Bay was the only video store in town where you were sure to find what you were looking for.
You get that 1080p release a day before it comes out on theaters.
Hypothetically, of course. The world was slowly switching from physical to digital media, and even people who weren't particularly tech-savvy realized that digital goods could be replaced endlessly with practically zero marginal cost.
Yep.
At its peak, 95% of all music downloads were pirated because it had become cheaper and, above all else, an easier way to fill up large digital libraries that were being made possible by cheap digital storage.
Yep.
But then, it just stopped. Since 2012, the internet has gotten faster, storage has gotten cheaper, and people have become more comfortable with computers, which should have just accelerated a growth trend. But it didn't. Since 2015, peer-to-peer file sharing has collapsed in popularity, and you might think you already know why. Streaming services like Spotify and Netflix were just a better, easier, and safer way to access content.
That's one reason.
And now, as these services have become markedly worse and simultaneously more expensive, piracy is making a comeback. It seems
that's the reason.
Pretty simple, right? The only problem is that's not the whole story.
Good.
Realistically, these companies knew this day would come. It was just really important that they could pretend
It's
it
too hard
wouldn't.
for normies. Yeah, I think that also them like shutting down and then re-hosting Pirate Bay over and over hurt piracy a lot because, and also LimeWire, it's kind of like if you cut off the head of the snake, you're going to remove a lot of people's access to piracy because like there are these websites that everybody would use and everybody would know. And just by the nature of how torrenting websites work,